It's gonna take a little love.
And good afternoon, and this is Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium, your host. I just love hearing my theme song music. It's been like that since 2018 when I started the show, and it gives me goosepimples every time I hear it. Because I know the show's coming up, but you know what else gives me goosepimples? My co-host, who is...
Listening to me, your co-host, Coach Elix. I thought you were gonna say, you know what? I just love listening to myself talking when I get back on the radio. That's what I thought you were gonna say,
now,
which is not far off from what I know. You feel.
So we're starting already. This we've been on for 10 seconds on the air, and we're starting already. So
people will understand.
People that know me, I guess, maybe. But
Absolutely.
I'm so excited. Happy Friday to everybody. Anybody who is waiting on the line. If you don't know how this works, is I'm going to have you all over tonight. We're going to have a cookout. No, I'm kidding. Elix and I will just chat a little bit, and then we will hit a break. And then when we come back, I will just do calls. So whoever is waiting, I know there's people already on the line. Just hold on, baby. Your loved ones in spirit are coming. So, Elix, so tell everybody what's new. What's going on?
Life, it's happening. We're doing amazing, extraordinary. I'm loving the weather. It's just beautiful. I know we're gonna have an amazing weekend coming up. We had an amazing weekend last weekend. We got a lot of good stuff happening, Stephen.
Yes.
I know we can't really go into a lot of details yet, but I can't wait.
Oh my God!
Wait.
It feels like Elix. It just feels like it's been so long that, like we're saying, we can't get into details yet. And you're right. But trust me, very soon, right around the corner, there's going to be some kind of announcement,
Yes.
right? So
It's good. It is really, really good. Really good.
it is. And what do I want to talk about quickly before we start the callers coming on? Well, first of all, if you are on social media, make sure you hit Stephen the Medium, either Facebook or Instagram, because this week I posted a picture of our driveway. And if you're not on social media, let me just tell you what's happening. The picture is so cool that when Elix and I came to look at this house in the summer of 2020, and then we purchased it in November in 2020 on the Cape. As Elix and I were walking around outside, I said to Elix, there's a woman behind us in spirit just walking with us. And Elix was like, who? Remember that, Elix? You were like, who is it?
Yes.
I'm like, I really don't know. It's not impossible, but it's rare for me not to know who it is. Like, I can usually get some connection, maybe not like the specific details, but I can tell how someone's connected. This woman, I could not. I thought, well, maybe she's connected to this house. Maybe that's the case. But it was a really, really great feeling. And she was just, I think what she was really saying was, you guys are going to buy this house, and I'm very excited about it. And that was November 2020. We bought it, and in the spring of 2021, I was in the kitchen. I think, Elix, you were with clients or so out. You weren't in the house, and I was starting to get lunch, and I heard in my head, driveway. And I'm driveway. So I just went into the kitchen window and looked in the driveway, and it had been raining. And lo and behold, in the driveway, there was a puddle, and it was a woman's silhouette. It was just her profile, her face, and actually like a little bit of her body. And sometimes it looks like she's holding something. Debbie Borelli posted, it looks like she's holding a baby, which it does, and I think it changes. But I guess I'm forgetting, at Christmas time in 2020, we got a card. Do you remember that card, Elix, that was addressed to us, and it just was signed Eleanor?
Yes. Now I remember it now.
Yeah.
But
we
don't know who that is.
Well, we know now. It's Eleanor is the ghost that is walked with us. Walking. Do you even read my post? Do you hate me because of my lazy eye? What's going on here?
Okay, move along, Betty. Keep going.
You talk like you haven't seen anything I post.
I said that when we got the car, we didn't know. We just wonder like who was Eleanor, and he took us like we went back and forth trying to figure it out.
All right, all right. He's
That's what.
backpedaling, but that's all right.
No, that's the reality.
So I
Okay.
connected that it's Eleanor, the one that gave us the card, the holiday card, and she's. I still don't know where she's connected to. I really don't know if this is the land, the house. I have no idea. I haven't been able to figure this out. All I know is that, and Elix will attest that every single time it rains, this puddle, and this puddle, right, Elix, is not small.
No.
It's big, and it takes up a good portion of the driveway, and every single time it rains, her silhouette, her like profile appears.
Pops up. Yes.
What do you think of that?
I think it's amazing, but I also, somebody also commented, and I don't know if you remember the comment that they saw a heart. And when I saw the comment and I looked back at the picture, what I saw, and I never noticed this before, was like what felt like where our heart is, right? Like if you look at that image, there you could say that the heart is very palpable in that image.
I did not. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, and I only caught it because somebody said, "Oh my God, did you see the heart?" I don't know that they were referring to the same thing I was seeing, but I can tell you that when I went back and looked at the image, yes, the woman in the area where our heart would be, there is almost like an opening, and it felt like, oh my God, that is she's showing us her heart.
That is
I,
amazing. So everybody can check out the picture if you're on social media, and as I will when I finish the show, because I didn't even realize that Elix with the heart.
mm-hmm. Oh
I
yeah.
didn't. Even though this week, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, I took another picture, and it's her because it rained again, but I call her ragweed Eleanor because it's pollen. Like, it's so wild that there was pollen on the driveway. driveway. So when the puddle comes and makes her profile, she's got her profile, but it's the water has all the pollen sort of distributed through it. So when I took the picture, I said, Eleanor, you're now ragweed Eleanor. She's got all different kinds of types of people. I know. I don't know where my brain is, but I think when I die, someone needs to dissect it to figure out what the hell's going on up there. So it's just, it's one of those things.
I
But I
don't
tell
know.
you something.
I would be afraid to figure out what the hell's going on in that brain because, again, some of the stuff that it's happening in that brain. Like I make the comment often. I'm like, oh my God, you have like like little flying butterflies all over your head. Because your
Say it
brain
in Spanish.
is. Él tiene muchas maripositas preñadas, pregnant butterflies.
Yeah, that's
It's
what he
the
says in Spanish
expression.
to me
It's
all
an
the time. He looks,
expression in Spanish. So if you know Spanish, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. So
that's what he says to me in Spanish all the time. I've got pregnant butterflies flying in my head. I still don't know what that means. But you know what? Before we run out of time and I start taking calls, I'll tell you, when I talk about and why I post these things like ragweed Eleanor, even though I didn't post her, but the ghost Eleanor who takes care of our house. So what she's doing is she's protecting, and the wild thing is she's right at the driveway, meaning like you're not getting past her. You're coming in, you're not getting past her if you don't have good energy, which I love.
I love that.
But I post that to show people that there's signs. Every one of us gets. Every single one of us gets signs every day from our loved ones, right? And a lot of people, this, Helix, when I do events, the biggest question people come up to me and say, Stephen, how do I see signs? Why am I not getting signs, right? And I think one of the great things I taught in one of my classes, which I think is like so cool if you do this, is that if you're missing, say, your mom and your mom's in spirit. So let me use my mom, who's in spirit. She passed away in 2020. Her birthday is 3/8, March 8th. So what I do is I set on my phone, if you have an iPhone or an Android, whatever, you can do this. I just set the alarm for 3:08, which represents her birthday. And I can't tell you how many times that I completely forget, and that 3:08, no matter where I am, the phone just rings, like gives the alarm goes off, and I'm connected with my mom. And it just, no matter if I'm having like a really tough day, it just pulls you into a frequency of, what's really happening is your brain is like recognizing the 308, oh, it's my mom, and at the same time she's giving you that sign of just giving you a hug and reminding you that she's still with you. So try that, because it doesn't matter what day of the month or any month it is. You can just plug that into a time frame, right?
Yeah, and that reminds me, Stephen, of my dream visit. I don't know what you would call it last night.
Yeah.
With my mom, and it was just so amazing. And I don't know, Stephen may be able to explain it better, but it felt like a visit, but it felt like this time I went to her. Like I literally went to her, and or she came to visit, and then we left together, and then it was time for me to leave her, and then I returned back to my body alone. And when I regained my consciousness, I felt this, I don't know, overwhelming sadness, because I knew I had left her behind.
And if you're lucky enough, as I said to you this morning, if you're lucky enough to be able to experience that, or will actually remember it, everybody experiences something like that, because we astral project every night out of our bodies, and we just have to get back in before we wake up. But the majority of people don't remember that. So you're fortunate, and it makes perfect sense, Elix, feeling sad when you're leaving her, because it is, in a sense, like she was here physically for a moment, that you got to see her, and then she left again, even though it's being, it's astral projecting. So that's interesting. It's very interesting, and you're very fortunate you got that.
I feel I am, even though I still, I woke up feeling so sad. But I know I'm very fortunate. I definitely recognize that. So
yes. And what else do I want to talk about? I did.
I'm shocked that you haven't made an announcement that it's May 31st and it's effective tomorrow. June 1st is official, so he starts his birthday celebrations. I'm
That's
shocked.
coming. Elix,
so
listen,
when were you gonna wait for this to make this announcement?
I was not doing anything in today's show. That's all tomorrow morning. It's got to be June 1st is when the fireworks go off, and you just wait. If you're on social media, wait till you see what I post tomorrow. You're gonna laugh and love it, and it's just a beginning celebration of my entire birthday month. What I was going to say though is that I did a whisper in a note. If you go on my website, if you don't know what this is, I do regular readings, but a whisper in a note is something so cool that you could go on my website and purchase a whisper in a note for yourself or for a gift. But so this particular person that set something up for today, she purchased it for, I don't know who, she purchased it for this gentleman. Clearly she knows him, obviously. I don't know what their connection is, but she wanted the note from his aunt. His aunt passed away. And you don't have to specifically put who you want it. You can just put other. But she wanted it to him from his aunt. And the cool thing is, I meditate, she comes right next to me, and then I actually write down exactly what she's dictating to me, to her nephew. And then I use the software, I scan it in, and a newer thing that I added is now I can add a picture. So I finish this, and then I do a recording too. So when you open it up, when this gentleman opens it up, it's me explaining what the whisper in a note is. It's got the actual the entire whisper is scanned, and you have me in a video just explaining every word, what his aunt said. And the coolest thing, Elix, which I showed you today, at the end is a picture, because the person who purchased it sent a picture of the aunt. It just ties it in so incredibly well. So that is, especially for Father's Day coming up, it's a great gift. It just comes via email. It's pretty cool.
I loved it. So I think people should definitely look that up.
All right, you know what?
What are you
We're going to take
laughing
a break, and as soon as I get back, I'm going to start taking calls. So we'll be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. This is your host, Stephen the Medium, with my amazingly husband, handsome. I meant to say amazingly handsome husband, but who are you again?
I don't know. It sounded like you were going to say amazingly husband, handsome, something. I am Coach Elix. I am your co-host for a change.
Elix is here, so let me do this. Let me get to the people that have been waiting forever and get to the first caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Are you there, Stephanie?
Yeah.
A woman of little words here, Stephanie. All right, so if you're up for a reading, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you, Stephanie, is there a particular person you want to hear from in the essence of time, or do you want me just to open it up?
Open it up.
Okay, so let me open it up to a dad energy. Is your dad in spirit?
No.
So there's a well, let me say this. This is interesting, Stephanie. There's a dad, but he's not in the sense of the word. And I guess I read this wrong, because he's stepping forward saying he's got kids, but he died young. So did you lose someone close to you, like a brother, brother-in-law, or somebody who was younger? And when I say younger, like, I don't know, like 40s, 30s, 20s?
My stepfather, Dave, passed away at 56.
Oh, so it's him. And I guess that is the father energy that I was getting. So, and you said his name is Dave?
Yes.
Okay, so try not to tell me the names, because I like them to do all the work. But Stephanie,
Okay.
I got to tell you, he's so emotional. He's really, really excited about getting to see you. Was in your life for a long time?
About 6 years, but we came close like really quick.
Yeah, I was going to say, it. To be honest, from his perspective, I thought you were going to say that like 26 years. His connection with you is just so strong. He keeps telling me the G or J name, John.
Josh. I have a brother, Josh.
Josh, got it. But Josh is still here, right?
Yes.
And is there three of you? Is there one more?
For like my siblings.
Yes. Why did
I have a sister and two brothers.
Okay, wait a minute. So we talked about Josh. So maybe what he's saying is there's three besides you. So there's four altogether. Am I right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, got it. I'm just clarifying. I know you told me. So let me just tell you something, Stephanie. Dave just said, honey, I'm around you. I'm with you. And I know what's happening. I know internally what's happening. Stephanie, there's sadness here. I can feel sadness with you. There's
I miss him so much.
Oh my God! So he knows that, Stephanie. That's the reason why he's bringing it up and keeps saying. I love that he keeps saying, Stephanie, you can do this. You've been doing this. You can do this. And as difficult sometimes as this is, Stephanie, did he die like within the last like a year or 15 months?
No, he's been gone for about 10 years.
So who crossed recently?
I had a grandfather that passed away a couple years ago.
It could be, who's Bob?
Oh, that could be my father.
Wait a minute. So, but Dad, you said, is living.
Yeah.
Right.
Bob.
No. So they're validating Bob. That's your dad?
Yeah, my father is named Robert, but everybody called him Bob.
Yeah, that's why Dave.
And
just
then
yelled
I
out
have
Bob.
a brother. I have a brother that we call Bobby.
Yeah. Listen, this is all about. Well, this. So your dad's dad must be in spirit. That grandfather, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So he's stepping forward. Oh, there's a mother energy stepping forward, either mom or grandmother, and she keeps saying, Stephanie, the birthday or the anniversary. It's right
my
now.
mom's birthday today.
Wow, I love that. I love that grandma. So this is mom's mom in spirit?
No, she's still here, but my father's mother passed away, and they were very close.
What's the rose?
Rose.
There's either the
Uh,
name Rose or
I
Rosaries or
have I have an aunt that's Rose. Her name is Rose.
and she's here though. She's living.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
my great grandmother might be her.
Is the great grandmother Rose?
Yeah.
Wow. Stephanie, I can't keep up with you. There's just so many loved ones here that are
Yeah.
just, let me
There,
just tell you something, Stephanie. I just said, wow, for this short period of time, right? Because on the radio, I don't have a lot of time to keep going with people. I'm like, there's a lot of people for Stephanie. Everyone collectively, Dave being the first, keeps saying, Stephanie, it gets better and better and better. So hang on. This doesn't mean that right now things are horrible. It just means that whatever maybe your perspective, maybe it's even just the missing him and sadness, that it gets better. But there's a Dave just said there's a development. There's something a big coming up. I don't know if this is a vacation, if this is someone's big birthday, or there's something big.
I'm actually starting a new job on Tuesday. The company that I work for actually just filed bankruptcy, so everybody lost their jobs.
Wow, wow. Wow, this is incredible, Stephanie. It's just again, it's a way. Not only I think Dave is your stepdad. You said everybody
Yeah.
else is giving that as a validation. Someone keeps talking about the ring too.
I
I
have
keep,
my grandmother's mother's ring.
just know why they do that is just to say, like, to validate it and just to tell you how pleased they are, Stephanie, that you got that ring. It's amazing. You've got such great energy. Just in the essence of time, I'm going to leave you with that. But Stephanie, thank you so much. It was an honor to get to do this with you.
Thank you so much. My friend actually made me go on the call today. She's like, "You got to try it. I think you need to talk to some people."
Do I know your friend, or is this just a friend?
You actually do. Her name is Kristen Bannister.
Oh my God.
You've actually read her a couple times.
I love that. I love that. Well, I love that she's like a walking advertisement for me. But I'll tell you
Yes,
something.
she is. You're
She's
welcome.
she. I love that. She's very very connected too. So I'm sure that's
Yeah.
probably part of this. But Stephanie, listen, you were supposed to get on and hear from everybody, especially Dave. So he's giving you this big hug, and I heard him say I love you. So I'm going to leave you with that.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Stephanie. Bye bye. We're a couple of minutes early, but let's take a break. That way I have more time on the other side to get callers in. So we'll be right back. Good afternoon, and welcome back to Frank's Auction House, where we auction. Stephen the Medium's here through the static, and my co-host,
Coach Elix is
Coach
in the house.
Elix. Elix, can I ever be fully serious? I don't think so.
No,
I don't
not
think so.
possible.
But I'm excited because now I have more time to get to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, this is Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Hi, I'm well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so glad I get to do this with you. So, Carrie, before I even start, before I actually even said my next caller and heard your name, I keep hearing registration. Was there somebody that worked on like a connection to cars, or somebody need to register or inspect or did something with a new car, or there's a car something here? Nothing that you know?
No, nothing that I know. Offhand.
All right. So who's Ann?
Sorry.
Who's
Sorry,
Ann?
go ahead. Ann would be my mom.
But mom is here, right?
She is not. I wish.
She's in spirit?
She is.
Wow. I would not have guessed that. And your mother has got the sweetest spirit I think I've ever. She's so excited that she just said, my daughter is so not surprised I'm first. Just saying. Because she's always with you, but she's saying, Carrie, let me just say this. I know I already said this, but either like, is there somebody that's like a nurse would have to like renew their license, or there's something to do with the license or registration? Your mom just said, my daughter knows. She knows this. And it's do you have a brother?
I do, yep.
It feels like it's connected to him. So wait a minute, she just said two. So is it just the two of you, or you have two siblings?
Nope. No. I have two boys.
Oh, so it's okay. Got it. So it's your boys. Sometimes I don't know the generation, but I don't know what this license or registration is. But your mother says you know, so keep it with you. Now the dad energy, is dad here or in spirit?
Also in spirit.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, he is also in spirit.
He is. So
he's in spirit. Yeah.
It's just a very, very strong dad energy. Stepping forward, who's connected to the ocean or a boat?
I think. Well, I guess. Well, we don't. I don't know. Can you tell me more?
Yeah, Carrie, we only have a certain amount of time, right?
I know. I don't have.
Carrie's like, yeah, we got hours here with Stephen. Well, let me just tell you that.
Should I get a boat?
Well, you're funny. No, I can smell. I don't know if this could be someone used to have a boat or live near the water, but I'm on a boat and I can smell the ocean or the water.
All right.
No one had a boat.
I mean, not. No, no.
So nobody connect. But your dad's the one that brought that up and keeps saying yes. It feels like it's a while ago though.
Well, he liked boats, but he didn't have one. But
no, it's not. But it's not about just liking. It's unless he was on a boat a lot, like
he
was
in the Coast Guard.
Oh, that's why.
That could be it.
Why. Yeah, that's definitely it. So
boats.
it's just, I love that. So this is, your father's looking at me like cross-eyed, like you got to listen better. I'm doing my best I can. There's Carrie. There's also what are they talking about? Okay, wait a minute. There's who's in healthcare? There's a drip. I can see the IV dripping, and like. So I don't know if somebody has been getting just got an IV or is getting treatment, or somebody's working like in healthcare, but there's something.
Yes.
How does that connect?
My brother has been going for IV infusions once a week for an infection for about a couple months now. Yeah.
Wow, Carrie. So again, mom and dad are all over this, and just your father is funny. Your father just clapped and said, "One for Carrie." He's making sure you know that he's watching. Your mom and dad are battling, right? Who wants to speak because they both want to speak. But your mother comes back and says, ask her about like outside, like birds or butterflies or dragonflies.
Okay.
Ask her. Do you have? Well, let me say this: that your mom's saying that's a very strong sign from her. Birds, butterflies, dragonflies, but she's saying, do you feed birds? Like there seems like there's more levels of birds around you.
Well, I don't. It's just funny because today there was I just went for a walk and I was just sitting outside. I just came in, but there's been 3 different butterflies right around me. So that was kind of something that I was wondering about today. So that's interesting.
I just got chills. Carrie, I just got chills in my whole body. I'm like, because your mom was like, that's me. That's me. And that's why it just happened. And that's why she's bringing it up. It's so wild the way she made me say there's birds or wings all around you.
Birds,
yeah. It's
and there's
wild,
birds
right?
all around my yard. I see them all the time. They're cardinals. And I know that's cliche, but yes, they're all around me all the time and everyone laughs.
You know what your mother just said. Maybe for other people it's cliche, but not for the two of us.
No.
I love the birds, and I love that sign, which is a great thing. Somebody's signing off on something, or your mother and father are talking about signing off on something. Like I don't know if this is like a new property or a lease or a car or someone just closed something. I just heard your mother and father say, tell Carrie the chapter is closed.
Well, we're getting ready to sell their house. So I'm guessing that's what it is.
Of course it is. And that's why, they had me talk about selling something or buying something. Yeah. Carrie, they know this. That's what this is all about. They both are giving you this big, big hug around you and just keep saying how much they love you. So I'm going to leave you with that, Carrie. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Alrighty, have a great day and lots of love to you.
You too. Happy birthday month. And
thank you.
Enjoy
Can
it.
we keep Carrie on? Carrie, can we keep you on for the entire hour?
Sure.
Do not encourage this. Please don't.
Hi,
Bye.
I
You have one more
Carrie,
day.
listen, have a nice weekend, Carrie, too.
All right, you too. Enjoy. Thank you so
Alrighty,
much.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I have the best people, really, seriously. People I do readings with, people that call. You don't get any better than these people. So let me go to the next caller.
People you're married to.
Hi, this is Stephen.
Stephen?
Hello. Yes, who's this?
Stephen, it's Christine from Stoughton. How are you?
Christine from Stoughton. Stoughton? I love it. I used to have an office in Stoughton.
I know. I lived around the corner. It's Christine. Last name begins with an N. I know you. I know you.
Well,
I baked you cookies one holiday season and gave you a box of cookies.
Oh my God! Now I know the Christine. I love that you're calling.
You guys are looking as handsome as ever.
Oh, Christine, I haven't seen you in years.
Well,
it's been a long time.
You moved far. Your office used to be right down the street, but you moved away. I sold my Cape place, so I'm not down the Cape anymore. So I'm still here.
So let me get into this. Let me get into your reading before I lose time here. So let me tell Christine. So there's two battling. So oh my God, different ways they're coming through. So I've got mom. Is your mother in spirit?
Yeah.
So and then dad's in spirit too, right?
Yeah.
So they're on each side of you, but it's very interesting how I don't know if I've ever seen this. They come in differently. I think maybe personality wise, relationship wise, maybe, when you were living, it's a little bit different, but your mom just said it's really nice for my daughter to know that her father's here, but your mom just said how proud she is of everything that you processed or everything that you have been through. And what's the Florida thing or the down south thing?
The Florida thing?
Yeah.
we just went on a cruise from Florida in March, at the end of March, but my husband wants to move to Florida, and I don't yet.
Wow.
I'm not ready.
It's so wild that everybody in spirit. Oh, there's grandmothers here. There's one grandmother that I know I'm bouncing around, but she just said, just tell my granddaughter I'm always around with her, and if she needs to, if she, how did your grandmother just say this? She said it like so cute, that if you get frustrated talking to your husband, you always have her to chat with. I love Christine. They're showing me something in a bottle, like like a ship in a bottle or a note in a bottle. Do you have any idea why?
No.
And this is, I'm not the medium that says this represents something. I've never been that. When they show me things, it's because there's something very specific about a bottle, and like something's in the bottle. But I'll tell you, Christine, it feels like it's a long time ago that there's something like, I don't know if someone ever connected you, like talked about like putting a note in a bottle and throwing it in the ocean, see if someone ever finds it. Or someone found a bottle, but I'm telling you, and it may not, it may be like a ship in a bottle. I don't know what this is, but just keep it with you.
Okay, I will. Yeah.
David, Don, who's the D name? I keep hearing, it's either living or crossed, Christine. Either one.
I have an uncle that is living named David.
So this has got to be that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My husband has an uncle named David that's passed.
Oh, so two Davids. Got it. So just it's your husband's uncle stepping forward as well as giving a validation, probably either wherever Uncle David is on mom or dad's side, it's one of them giving that it's a validation. But where's Michael come in? Michael or Michelle? It's one of those names I keep hearing.
Michael was my dad's middle name. Michael was my grandfather's name.
Wow. So grandpa's coming through, giving a validation to your father's middle name. God, Christine, you're making me exhausted. You've got a lot of energy. There's so many people here, it's so wild. And there, your mom just said, can I just please tell Christine how also proud I am of work.
Oh, that's great.
Christine, wait a minute. Your mother just said, are you coming up to like a certain year?
25 years in August.
Oh my God. I love that. I love that certain 25 years. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Wow. Just know, can you imagine not only the validation about the 25 years, Christine, but imagine your mom just like she's not only bringing it up here, I'm telling you, in spirit, she's bragging to everybody about you.
Yeah.
About people don't have longevity like this anymore, and she just said, and the people love Christine there, even though sometimes it's irritating. I don't know what she's talking about. I guess in any job,
I get irritated because of what I do. Sometimes it's irritating, but I've been doing it so long.
Yeah, but you know what? The fact that your mom is giving you such a it's a way to just give you a big, strong hug. Your father's interesting because I just keep feeling and hearing him saying, the soul you're talking to, meaning obviously you, is a soul that is on so many levels just so incredible and amazing. So.
Cool.
It also feels like forgiveness. I don't know where that is, but it feels that way.
That's great. Not yet, but I read your book.
You did? Did you like it?
I did. I loved your book.
Thank you.
I loved your book. I thought it was great. Would you write another book?
I actually yes, but I love that you're bringing up my book, which is The Suicide Gift. If anyone is listening and wants to pick it up on either Barnes & Noble, Amazon, where Ingram's box. But Christine, I have to take a break. This has been such a pleasure. I am giving you a virtual hug.
To you. You too,
I
honey.
hope so. I'm giving you a virtual hug. And
Me
too.
too.
You have a great weekend.
You too, hon. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Christine.
Bye.
Listen, we will take a break so then I can just get a resume the calls when we get back. So we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. This is Stephen, the medium, your host, and I have my co-host here.
Coach Elix is in the house.
Elix is here. Let me get right to the callers as I'm running out of time. So, next. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, Stephen.
Who is this?
Hi, this is Doreen.
Hi, Doreen. How are you?
I am awesome today. How are you?
I'm good. You know what? I love Doreen. I love the name because when I was in grammar school up until third grade, my best friend was Doreen and Twistle. And then she left, and I never knew where she went, and it always bugged me. And a couple of years ago, I found her on Facebook. I know that's TMI, but I'm just telling you, I love Doreen. Okay, so Doreen, let me switch to you. And where's the dad energy come in for you? Is Dad still here?
No.
So
he's fast.
Okay. William? Who's the W name? I keep hearing like Walter or William or Wendy or it feels like Willie. There was no Bill, William connected to you, either living or crossed?
Living, yes.
How was he connected to you?
He was an old boyfriend.
So we're gonna. So Doreen, you're a stitch here. We're gonna start with that. You know, I. Okay, so I'm asking them like this is interesting. So there's a mother energy too. Is Mom here or in spirit?
In spirit.
So Mom, your mother someone just yelled out Johnny come lately with your mother. They looking at your mother like you've been waiting. You knew she's coming and you've been waiting for her. Your mother is all over you. Your mother's the one that brought up William. and I just said to your mother, is there a reason? And she said, I want my daughter to know it's really me, and that since I've been gone, I've been what? Oh, the ring, she just said. Talk about the ring.
See, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what she means by the ring.
Well, let me just say this. Wait a minute. I think this is connected to. Were you like serious with William?
No, it was high school.
Wait a minute. So I just said to your mom, what are you talking about the ring because your daughter's not getting it? And she's talking about a ring connected to somebody that was getting very serious. And like it feels like it didn't happen, or if it happened, it didn't last. It may not be you, Doreen, but there's got to be somebody connected to you around that either was close to getting engaged or was and didn't get married, or got married and very, very quickly ended up getting divorced. There's nothing that sticks out with you?
No, not offhand.
So keep it, and this could be years ago too, by the way. It could be also a long time ago, but it feels like the ring is connected to that. And you know what? There's also a piece of jewelry that's missing that someone had and then it disappeared. And I don't know if it's because the ring or a piece of jewelry was supposed to go to a particular person and it didn't get there because someone else took it. When I see a flashlight, and your mom showed me a flashlight with a I think it's jewelry, and it just feels like something was lost at some point and never found, or something was taken. So make sure you keep that with you. There's also a baby in spirit, Doreen. Someone lost a baby. I don't know if this is a miscarriage, but there's a baby in spirit, and there's also a name, Anna, Anthony. Who's the A name connected to you?
I have a daughter named Ashley.
Oh, so it's Ashley then. When you just said you have a daughter named Ashley, then 2, 3. How many kids do you have?
I have 3.
Okay. I love how your mother counted 2, 3. Ashley 2, 3. She's just giving that as a validation of the kids and that she's watching them. But this baby in spirit, it's a boy and he's really close to you. So just make sure you keep that with you. And I also keep hearing Robert. Bob? Robert? I keep hearing. I don't think it's Roberto. I think it's Bob or Robert. And your mom just said this summer. Something's happening this summer. I don't know. Are you planning on like a vacation, like a big vacation?
No, not that I'm aware of yet.
Doreen, there's either a vacation or something big is this summer. I keep hearing. It feels like it's in August. So just make sure you keep it with you. Is your husband here?
In August is my granddaughter's 16th birthday, and we are going to Cancun to celebrate it.
Oh my God! Would you just forget that? That's what they're all giving, and that's why they. I know.
Sorry.
That's okay. Listen, I wish I could keep going with you, but I'm running out of time, so I'm going to leave that with you, Doreen. Thank you. A lot of love to you, and have a great weekend.
Okay. You too.
Bye bye. And let me get to the next caller who's been waiting. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Melissa,
Hi.
Soon as I heard your voice, I saw angels, which is always my sign that you're very connected, very connected to spirit, even though everyone's screaming that you pretend you're not. I've never heard someone in spirit saying, they usually say she just doesn't know, pretend she's not, because you are really very, very well connected. Melissa, before I even tell you who's here, what's the 12?
The 12? My birthday is on the 12th.
Oh my God, I love that. I was just about to say either December or the 12th of some month, and I love that there's a grandmother who, well, there's 2 grandmothers here stepping forward. And one, actually, Melissa, I think one is a great grandmother. Are both of your grandmothers in spirit?
Yes, they are.
So let me say this. It feels like on dad. Wait a minute. Did you not know one as well, or were you younger when she died?
Yeah, my mom's mom passed away a day before my first birthday, so I didn't really know her.
So just know that she knows everything about you, and
Ruh-roh.
she. I love that Scooby Doo. I don't know. I just may extend the next Mock that produces our show. His show's next, and he's probably gonna like grunt. I may say, Melissa, I just may extend his show and not let him do it. I'll just keep going with you because I love the Scooby Doo reference. But
okay.
let me tell you, Melissa, someone changed a piece of jewelry.
Changed a piece of jewelry?
Something changed with jewelry. Either something was added to it, or it's worn differently, or it's lost. Something shifted with the piece of jewelry that I keep hearing your grandmother talk about, and she keeps talking about Tom or Tim or Teresa. There's a T connection.
That my grandmother's referencing to.
Yes, but it doesn't have to be her. She's either referencing someone living or cursed.
Her husband and son were Thomas.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's grandfather for you?
Yes.
And uncle, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Am I getting that right?
Yeah.
Both of them are in spirit.
They are. Yes.
Yeah. I just two of them showed up. Two guys. I'm like, well, you got to be the two Toms. Tom.
That's so
They're very funny.
that they would show up.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Melissa? I will tell you exactly the reason why they show up. Especially if you feel like I didn't even really know them. I wasn't connected to them. I'm telling you, Melissa. I back up to where I started with you. That always happens with someone who's really connected. Because imagine I have my energy open, right? So I can do this. When I have the person I'm reading with huge energy, your energy plus mine just sort of explodes and it just reaches out to everybody. So Grandpa Tom, Uncle Tom, I keep hearing Tom. Is when I just said Tom, someone did music, piano, drums. I can hear music.
Not so sure about the music part.
Keep it with you. Either somebody in spirit, it's a piano. I can hear the keys. Someone played. Or you know what? I know this may be weird, Melissa, but sometimes if someone, if you were, as a kid, took piano lessons for 2 weeks and then said, nah, it's not for me, they may bring that up just because it's a childhood memory or a heartfelt memory. So just make sure you keep that with you. So I can't believe I got to go because we're going to get disconnected. Melissa, thank you so much for letting me do this, and have a great weekend.
Thank you. You as well. All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Melissa. Bye-bye. Just like that. Just like that. Snap, snap. The show is over. So, Elix, tell everybody where they can find you.
They can find me at Coach Elix anywhere on social media, and every Friday, with the exception of the last Friday of every month, they can find me at WARA 1320 AM radio at 1 p.m. for our show, Get a Grip with Coach Elix.
For people that don't know what the show is or about, tell them.
It's a show about life, about really finding tools, conversations that will empower you to live your best life, to be the best version of yourself. And I have a number of guests that bring subject matters that are aligned with that conversation, or you and I have our own conversation that it's aligned with the same. So it's a fun hour that it's destined to leave you really inspired to be better, do better, and step into perhaps getting comfortable with the discomfort.
I love that. I was doing a reading yesterday or 2 days ago, one of my readings, and I actually referenced the getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, and I even gave you credit, just saying. I'm like, my husband Elix uses that, and I think it's such a fascinating and intriguing phrase, get comfortable with the uncomfortable, which most people in this world don't, right? So,
and the uncomfortable is where the magic happens. That's where extraordinary results happen. So we all need to practice that.
Yes. Okay, so you can find me, Stephen the Medium, website, social media. You can book an appointment through StephenTheMediums.com. and find me that way. And like Elix said, the last Friday of the month is when I take over and do Through the Static, which I love. And don't go anywhere because Mark, our producer, he's going to start his show, Mark's Jukebox, at 2 o'clock, which is happening now for 2 hours. And it's a phenomenal show from music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And he's got themes, and he always just talks about how handsome me and Elix are. So we love it, right? So I know Mark is giving me an evil eye. All right, listen, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Elix. And thank you, everybody. And thank the callers. A lot of love to all of you, and happy weekend. Have a great, great day.
Bye-bye, everyone.